Ever wondered about the true essence of a well-oiled, thriving body? It often comes down to the foundational elements, the intricate building blocks that orchestrate our health from the cellular level up. Today, we're pulling back the curtain on a widely discussed topic, fish oil. What truly happens if you incorporate fish oil into your daily routine? We're going beyond the typical hype and cutting through the misinformation to address 4 critical questions. Is fish oil genuinely necessary for you? What are its profound real-world effects on your physiology? What specific types of fish oil should you consider? And, perhaps most revealingly, who stands to gain the most from its thoughtful inclusion? If you've ever delved into the world of supplements, particularly fish oil, you've undoubtedly encountered an overwhelming cascade of information. Blogs, videos, and top 10 lists frequently present a similar narrative, proclaiming a vast array of benefits. You might hear claims that fish oil is a magic bullet, preventing heart disease, dramatically boosting brain function, serving as a rich source of vitamins A and D, slowing the aging process, safeguarding joint health, fortifying the immune system, decreasing eye pressure, enhancing stamina, accelerating muscle recovery, and even elevating serotonin levels. It sounds almost too good to be true, doesn't it? And in many ways, it is. Here's the fundamental shift in perspective we need to embrace. Fish oil in and of itself doesn't directly perform any of these actions in the way a medication might. This crucial distinction is where the vast majority of people misunderstand its role. Yet, despite this common misconception, leading health experts and medical institutions widely acknowledge fish oil as a highly beneficial supplement for a broad spectrum of individuals. The core of this understanding lies in recognizing that fish oil is not a pharmaceutical intervention. It doesn't cure a condition, nor does it suppress a symptom. Instead, its immense value stems from its ability to provide your body with truly essential resources, thereby enabling your own intricate biological systems to function optimally. When this principle is grasped, it becomes clear why a significant portion of the supplement industry's products might be consumed for misguided reasons. Many approach supplements with a symptomatic mindset, hoping to alleviate an ailment much like they would with a prescription drug. However, the path to genuine enduring health is paved by supporting and nurturing the body's innate capabilities rather than attempting to override or interfere with them. So let's recalibrate our approach. The human body requires certain substances that it cannot synthesize internally or cannot produce in adequate quantities to meet its demands. These are designated as essential nutrients, vital components necessary for life and for maintaining peak physiological function. When these essential elements are not supplied in sufficient amounts, the body enters a state of deficiency. This deficiency can insidiously erode optimal health, manifesting as a gradual decline in well-being, the onset of various conditions, or simply a persistent feeling of being off. Conversely, when your body is consistently provided with enough of these essential nutrients, it achieves a state of sufficiency. In this state, armed with the necessary biological building blocks, your body can operate at its peak, efficiently repairing, regulating, and restoring itself, thereby moving towards and sustaining robust health. This elegant simplicity, though often overlooked, is the bedrock of effective nutritional support. Therefore, the initial critical inquiry when considering fish oil is, are you in fact deficient? For a substantial portion of the global population, the answer is yes, primarily due to insufficient dietary intake. Many individuals rarely, if ever, consume fish, particularly the fatty varieties rich in omega-3s. Beyond dietary habits, certain pre-existing health conditions or periods of chronic elevated stress can dramatically increase the body's demand for these essential fatty acids. In such scenarios, even a seemingly adequate diet might not meet the heightened requirements, leading to a functional deficiency. Furthermore, the efficiency of converting certain types of omega-3s within the body can be remarkably poor, a factor we will explore in more detail. You've undoubtedly encountered the term omega-3 fatty acids, but what truly defines them at a fundamental level? We typically focus on 3 main forms: ALA, EPA, and DHA. Alpha-linolenic acid, ALA, is characterized by an 18-carbon chain with 3 double bonds. Eicosapentaenoic acid, EPA, is a longer 20-carbon fatty acid featuring 5 double bonds. The longest and most complex of the 3 is docosahexaenoic acid, DHA, which boasts a 22-carbon chain and 6 double bonds. These double bonds are not mere chemical curiosities. They introduce crucial kinks and irregularities into the otherwise straight carbon chains. This structural difference is immensely significant, particularly for the integrity and function of cell membranes. Saturated fats, lacking double bonds, maintain a straight configuration, allowing them to pack tightly together. This compact arrangement is why saturated fats are typically solid at room temperature and impart rigidity. In stark contrast, the polyunsaturated omega-3s, with their numerous double bonds, remain fluid and flexible even in cold conditions. This biological adaptation is beautifully illustrated by cold water fish, which are abundant in EPA and DHA. Their cell membranes retain critical fluidity and flexibility, enabling them to move and function unimpeded in icy ocean depths. Much of the widespread confusion surrounding omega-3s originates from the role of ALA. As an essential fatty acid, ALA cannot be synthesized by the human body and must be obtained from plant sources such as flax seeds, chia seeds, and walnuts. The theoretical pathway allows for the conversion of ALA into EPA and subsequently into DHA. However, this metabolic conversion process is notoriously inefficient in most humans. The initial rate-limiting step, converting ALA to EPA, relies on an enzyme called delta-6 desaturase. Even under optimal physiological conditions, only a small fraction, perhaps as little as 5% of ALA, is successfully converted to EPA, and an even tinier amount, often less than 0.5%, makes it to DHA. To compound this inefficiency, numerous lifestyle and dietary factors actively inhibit this crucial enzyme, effectively shutting down the conversion pathway for many individuals. These inhibitors include prevalent conditions like insulin resistance, which impacts a significant majority of adults, an imbalanced dietary ratio of omega-6 to omega-3 fatty acids, common in Western diets rich in processed foods, grains, and conventionally raised meats, excessive sugar consumption, widespread processed food intake, chronic systemic inflammation, and prolonged periods of psychological or physical stress. If you recognize one or more of these factors in your life, your body's ability to convert ALA into the more biologically active EPA and DHA is likely severely compromised, rendering you functionally deficient even with a diet rich in plant-based ALA. So, let's address the second pivotal question. What are the real contributions of fish oil to our health? Firstly, and perhaps most profoundly, fish oil plays an indispensable role in normalizing inflammatory responses throughout the body. Leading medical research from institutions like the National Institutes of Health and the World Health Organization now widely acknowledges that chronic low-grade inflammation is a fundamental driver or significant exacerbating factor in the development of many prevalent degenerative diseases, including cardiovascular disease, type 2 diabetes, and various metabolic disorders. Fish oil provides the body with the crucial fatty acids it needs to effectively regulate and balance inflammatory pathways, thus helping to mitigate the risk and progression of these chronic conditions. Secondly, omega-3s serve as vital precursors for a diverse array of hormones and chemical messengers that govern countless physiological processes, from mood regulation to blood clotting. And thirdly, and arguably most critically, these fatty acids are fundamental, non-negotiable building blocks for every single cell membrane in your body. With trillions of cells forming every tissue and organ, from the intricate neural networks of your brain to the robust fibers of your muscles, each is enveloped by a sophisticated double layer of fatty acids that forms its membrane. These membranes absolutely require a specific proportion of EPA and, more predominantly, DHA to function correctly. Their integrity ensures proper signaling between cells, maintains crucial flexibility, and dictates their ability to selectively permit substances to enter or exit. The optimal function of every cell and consequently every system within your body is intrinsically linked to the quality and composition of these vital cell membranes. With this deeper understanding, let's re-examine that initial, often misleading list of fish oil benefits. The shift in perspective is transformative. Fish oil doesn't prevent heart disease in the same way a statin might lower cholesterol. Rather, a deficiency in fish oil contributes to the chronic inflammation that can lead to heart disease. By providing sufficient omega-3s, the body can better regulate inflammation, thus supporting cardiovascular health. Similarly, fish oil doesn't boost brain function. Rather, a deficiency undermines optimal brain function because the brain's billions of cells lack the proper DHA building blocks for their membranes. When adequate DHA is supplied, the brain can build and repair its cells, thereby supporting cognitive processes. Regarding vitamins A and D, it's crucial to clarify, general fish oil does not inherently provide these vitamins. They are specifically concentrated in cod liver oil, derived from the liver of codfish. So if your goal is vitamin A and D intake, cod liver oil is the specific product to consider, a distinction often overlooked. A deficiency in fish oil can indeed accelerate aging processes by impairing cellular repair and regeneration, hurt joint health by allowing unchecked inflammation, and compromise the immune system by weakening cellular integrity. When claims are made that fish oil decreases eye pressure, it's not acting like a medication that forces a specific physiological response regardless of need. Instead, if elevated eye pressure is a symptom of underlying inflammation or cellular dysfunction, sufficient omega-3s can help normalize that pressure by supporting healthy cellular processes and balanced inflammation. We must vehemently discard the notion that nutrients behave like drugs. A medication, by its nature, often interferes with or suppresses a bodily function, potentially pushing it beyond its normal range. For example, a blood pressure medication will lower blood pressure, and if taken by someone with already normal pressure, it could dangerously reduce it. Nutrients, conversely, work to normalize function. They provide the body with the resources it needs to achieve and maintain its optimal balanced state. They don't overcorrect. They enable the body's innate wisdom to prevail. If you are deficient in fish oil, you are susceptible to developing various health challenges. By providing adequate amounts, you enable your body to function normally and robustly. This brings us to our third significant question: which type of fish oil should you choose? The sheer volume of products on the market can be daunting, and the temptation to opt for the cheapest option is understandable. However, inexpensive fish oils often come with significant compromises. They are typically less concentrated, meaning you might have to consume multiple large capsules, often referred to as horse pills, to achieve a therapeutically meaningful dose of the active EPA and DHA. Furthermore, these cheaper options may not specify the precise ratio or quantity of EPA and DHA, merely listing omega-3s without clarity. In contrast, reputable, higher quality brands utilize advanced concentration techniques, allowing you to achieve a substantial dose of EPA and DHA in fewer, smaller capsules. These products also provide clear labeling regarding the exact amounts of EPA and DHA. Beyond concentration, the paramount concern is quality, encompassing purity and stability. Fish oils are highly susceptible to oxidation, becoming rancid when exposed to light, heat, or air. Rancid oil not only loses its beneficial properties, but can potentially generate harmful free radicals in the body. Therefore, the production process is critical. High-quality manufacturers employ stringent methods to protect the oil from oxidation. Another crucial factor is toxicity. Our oceans are unfortunately burdened with pollutants, leading to fish accumulating heavy metals like mercury, along with industrial chemicals such as PCBs. Top-tier brands utilize a sophisticated process called molecular distillation. This precise technique carefully extracts the beneficial omega-3 fatty acids while meticulously filtering out heavy metals, PCBs, and other contaminants, ensuring a pure and safe product. Thus, attempting to save a few dollars on a cheap brand often means compromising on potency, purity, and efficacy, likely negating any potential health benefits. The distinction between EPA and DHA is also vital. While both are essential, their optimal ratios can vary depending on individual needs and health goals. Broadly speaking, EPA is particularly well regarded for its anti-inflammatory properties and its support for cardiovascular health. DHA, conversely, is a primary structural component of the brain, retina, and nervous system. A good quality, general fish oil derived from sources like sardines or wild salmon typically provides an EPA to DHA ratio of approximately 3.2. This blend is an excellent choice for broad systemic support, particularly for inflammation management and cardiovascular wellness. However, clinical experience often reveals that individual needs for these ratios can vary significantly. For instance, cod liver oil, as previously mentioned, offers a distinct profile. While specific ratios can vary by brand, many high-quality cod liver oils provide a higher concentration of DHA relative to EPA, often in a 2.3 ratio, and are also naturally rich in vitamins A and D. This makes cod liver oil a strategic choice during winter months or for individuals with known vitamin A or D deficiencies. For those with a specific focus on brain health, even more specialized formulations exist. Products like tuna omega oil, often sourced from tuna, can offer an even greater emphasis on DHA, with ratios as high as 5.1 DHA to EPA, or even higher in some specialized formulas. These DHA-dominant oils are exceptionally beneficial for cognitive concerns, including memory challenges, difficulties with focus, anxiety, and for children with ADHD, where they can often induce remarkable improvements in calm and concentration. The brain's profound demand for DHA is strikingly evident. While general fish oil might have a roughly balanced ratio, the brain itself contains significantly more DHA than EPA, emphasizing its structural importance in neural tissue. Providing adequate DHA ensures the brain has the necessary building blocks to construct and maintain healthy, functional cells and membranes. Finally, let's consider the fourth big question. Who genuinely needs to supplement with fish oil? The list is more expansive than many realize. Pregnant women and those of childbearing age are unequivocally among the foremost beneficiaries. During fetal development, particularly in the earliest stages, the brain is the very first organ system to form and undergo rapid, complex growth. DHA is absolutely paramount for this critical neurodevelopment. At birth, a baby's brain constitutes a remarkable 10% of its total body weight, compared to about 2% in an adult, underscoring DHA's indispensable role in early neurological formation. Ensuring a consistent and adequate intake of DHA throughout pregnancy is fundamental for optimal brain and eye development in the fetus. Beyond infancy, brain growth continues, and lifelong learning processes necessitate continuous neural rewiring, repair, and even the generation of new cells. DHA remains essential for maintaining the fluidity and integrity of these neural cell membranes, which directly impacts cognitive function, memory, and learning capacity. Furthermore, individuals grappling with metabolic disorders, chronic inflammatory conditions, or cardiovascular disease, all highly prevalent health challenges, stand to benefit significantly from fish oil's ability to normalize inflammatory pathways. Those experiencing chronic or elevated stress levels will also have an increased physiological demand for omega-3s, as stress can deplete the body's reserves and hinder nutrient absorption. And of course, for anyone who doesn't consistently consume generous portions of fatty fish, and let's be realistic, very few people consistently eat the recommended 6 to 8 ounces, 3 to 5 times per week, supplementation becomes a practical and often necessary solution to bridge this dietary gap. It's crucial to reiterate that the conversion of plant-based ALA into the more active EPA and DHA is often exceedingly poor in most individuals, a fact increasingly acknowledged by mainstream science. Therefore, relying solely on plant sources for omega-3s may not be sufficient for many, making direct supplementation with EPA and DHA even more vital. Ultimately, for a vast number of people, fish oil serves as an invaluable form of nutritional insurance, ensuring the body consistently receives these foundational building blocks to support optimal health and resilience. We truly hope this detailed exploration has clarified the authentic role of fish oil, shifting the focus from fleeting symptom relief to profound foundational support. Nurturing your body with essential nutrients isn't about chasing quick fixes. It's about empowering its inherent capacity for health and vitality. If you found this information valuable and enlightening, please consider giving this video a gentle thumbs up, subscribing to our channel for more insights into truly understanding and mastering your well-being, and leaving a comment below to share your thoughts, experiences, or any questions you might have. Your engagement helps us continue to grow and bring more thoughtful health information to our wonderful community.